Associations of Australia, John Peacock and Linda Parreira, who has extensive experience in the meetings industry, are my guests now to talk more about this. Thank you. Welcome to South Africa, and thank you very much for chatting to us on the program. Let's start off with you, Linda. When coming to Meetings Africa, what do buyers actually look for?
Okay, normally it's an opportunity. First and foremost, this is an opportunity to understand what is available in the destination, not only as regards infrastructure, but as regards quality of services and service standards. We have a first meeting, we get to understand what is possible to do in that destination, how that fits in with our client profiles, and then they go into our list of potential competitive destinations for future events. It's quite simple. It's a pragmatic sort of researching of what is available on site, and so that you can feel what is actually there without just having to read about it. A web page tells you not very much nowadays. And it's about meeting the people and empathizing or not with the culture.
So it's really coming here, experiencing it for yourself and being able to see as much as you can. As I mentioned, Australia doing exceptionally well. Why? What makes a country a good destination to host massive business events?
We have a couple of advantages in Australia, I guess. One is the very strong association sector there, which are great major clients of the meeting sector. It's a very strong sector, and people use events and meetings as a way of educating their members, so it's very good for business. Secondly, I think we're a few years ahead of Africa and South Africa in terms of event infrastructure, but of course that will catch up very soon. But the offerings, the general offerings that you have in South Africa and Africa generally are superb, and I think that's a huge future for the business events sector here in Southern Africa.
Good. I mean, you've had a chance. I mean, the Meetings Africa started on Monday. What do you think so far?
Well, I have to say it's not new to me, because I expect this and a lot more. I've been working with South Africa for about 9 years altogether, bringing events. We've brought in about 40 million euros already in events over 9 years. So I do expect a certain standard, and I was pleasantly surprised. As always, it met and exceeded expectations. We're sourcing you can see new businesses born every day, new providers, more experienced. You can see the methodology in selling, and you can see it all developing quite beautifully. It's impressive.
Yeah. Well, that's important to hear, because we don't want to remain the same. You know, many people were worrying after the World Cup things wouldn't really improve that much. It's improved.
It's improved.
But let's improve it more. What do you think we can do, John? How does South Africa make it better?
Look, I think the teamwork that's been on display at Meetings Africa is superb, and I think that South Africa, as the leading country in the region, are doing a tremendous job of working with the other countries in the region to showcase their destinations. I think there needs to be more continued work done in terms of educating the associations on the value of bringing an international meeting here to South Africa. The buying power of a person who's coming to a meetings event business meeting is much higher than a backpacker. We love our backpackers, but they don't come to spend the money and go to the best restaurants and stay in the best hotels. So certainly associations are integral. We've got to keep reminding associations that is the vibe that came from you hosting two very successful World Cups in rugby and in soccer, that can happen for the business meetings events as well. So spreading the word about the value and the impact upon the society and the people putting the event on. I think that's what has to be emphasised more and more.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks to both of you. Enjoy the rest of your stay here in South Africa. Linda Parreira, extensive knowledge when it comes to the meetings industry, and John Peacock, the CEO of the International Associations of South Africa. Again, thank you. All right.